So a couple more before tea. The Town Challenge Cup. Princeton Training Center, USA against University of London and Leander Club. Looks the sharper of the two, London and Leander. Steering issues just a little bit from Princeton. Princeton going central off the Buck Station, reorganising themselves. That'll take time out of their race.
So it's great to see this race on the track here. The new open women's event, that means international standard, costless balls for women, only introduced in 2017. Trophy to be presented for the first time this year, the Town Challenge Cup.
London and Leander laying it down to the Americans at this stage. Let's join the action live. Forley is where we can join it.
Yeah, so I think they both had a really good start, but London and Leander looking a little bit stronger. It's hard to tell from the head-on shot, but now you can see they've got that little bit of advantage over there on the Berkshire Station, where all the crowds are. And on this side, you've got a little bit more poppy water, I'd say. Perhaps a little bit of shelter here, not too much of a disadvantage, as you see the backs of the London crew here.
It's Sarah Parfitt in the stroke seat, who managed to put me to the back of an airport queue a couple of weeks ago. I was lining up to check in at the desk at the airport, and she led the whole of the GB team with Lady Anne Redgrave alongside her, past me, and so I was 70 back in the queue from where I should have been, but I don't bear a grudge.
Well, that's what she's trying to do here in this race too, Tim, because she's looking to bring the crew to come back on terms. Quite often someone in the bow or two seat with the person making the calls, and right now she's calling the crew really well to come back through. You can see a real push going on. The rate of striking, the rate of strokes has gone up significantly. She looks across at the opposition and they've started to move through. Yeah, so there's a problem. Princeton going well on the Buck Station have come through, and University of London will see what they can respond with here. They didn't seem to be able to raise it to respond, and somehow Princeton suddenly got it together and away they moved. Yes, but plenty of experience in that Berkshire Station boat. University of London. We've got Sarah Parfitt, Josephine Ratton, Rebecca Chin. Like a steering problem there. The umpire John Hedger is now warning the Princeton crew. They've just come across a little bit too far, and so they have to move back across now. Regardless of that, they put in a good section there, haven't they? They really did. I was really impressed with the way they started to move through there. Steered from stroke there by Neil Martin, and they've now got back into a sensible position that the umpire's happy with. His flag has gone back down, and they can focus on trying to get back into the groove. It's not really what you want. They were just pulling it together well, and being warned, having to focus on the steering may have thrown them off their rhythm, but it looks to me like they've continued to consolidate well and to move through. Yes, the road, that's this combination of University of London and Agecroft, or University of London and Leander, depending on which way you look at it. They rode in this combination in Belgrade, which is where the incident in the airport took place. Chin, McMurty, Parfitt and Ratton. So I think the Princeton crew rating about 37, the London crew 35, 36, a little bit below them. You'd expect the London to, the composite crew there to respond a bit harder, raise the rate of striking a little bit more to attack. Let's see what they've got left in the tanks as they approach the final 600 metres or so of the race. So Sarah Parfitt, you can see there, battling on. They know they've got a bit of work to do here. This is going to be a cracking finish, I suspect. Probably one of the races of the afternoon in store in the next minute or so, because they've been pretty level, haven't they, throughout? Yeah, it's hard fought. It's quite expensive being alongside, because you're constantly looking to push on and to try to break the other crew. John Hedger raises the flag, warns Princeton again, and you see he's indicating move across, and a response there again from Neiman straight. And that's got to help University of London's cause here, hasn't it? Because they're having to, well, they're meandering a bit, aren't they, Princeton? This is adding metres to the race that they could well do with saving. Completely right. Two things going on. One, you're correcting course, that's slowing you down. Two, it's distracting the athletes. They're worried about what's going on. London capitalising it, and they now are actually starting to raise the rate up. Perhaps they've got what it takes to finish this race ahead. Perhaps that steering mistake has been too costly for Princeton. London looking really good. They've capitalised on that well. They've now got the advantage. They've got about 10 12 strokes to go. They've passed the progress report here.
Yeah, Princeton giving it a late rally, but it will be too late. Home come the British boat. Rebecca Chin, Cara McMurtry, Sarah Parfitt, Josephine Ratton by a length or so. That steering issue could have been very costly for Princeton.
Yeah, and looking there, you saw Rebecca Chin slapping the water with joy. They're really happy that they succeeded so strongly there. It was a tough race, really tough race. Well done.